Coach Johnson here at the 9th Annual Ocean Lake Wrestling Tournament. I'm joined by Trevor Burns. Trevor, I had an outstanding wrestling in this tournament. Before we start talking about that, this is your senior year. You wrestled about a couple of weeks ago at the Virginia Dudes. Things didn't come your way because the team didn't advance. But talk to me about how your season going on this far.
My season's going well. I hurt my ankle at the end of football season, which took me out of the first tournament. So all I did was try to heal my ankle up and do some cardio. And then I had my first two matches against Deep Creek and Western Branch, and I did good. It was just my cardio was down. So I made a goal to myself that I was going to get my cardio up as best as I could throughout the 2 weeks for Beast. And then I did good at Beast, made it to the second day, went against the number 1 kid and lost by 1 point. And then went against the number 2 kid, lost by 1 point again. And then I told myself after that tournament that I was not going to lose any more matches, that I was going to win everything the rest of the season. So I've just been pinning everyone since then.
We see that. Let's talk about your leadership. I observed you talk to one of your teammates as he's wrestling. How's the team going as a whole thus far?
We have really young kids, and a lot of our kids right now are freshmen. So it's kind of hard on us because they're not skilled on the varsity level. And usually Pierce would have the freshmen wrestle JV, but we have to bump them up because we either have kids that are hurt or we just don't have anyone at all to line up. So it's more about our skill level, and I think that's why we're just not doing as well as we usually do. And they just need to listen to the coach more. But other than that, our cardio is really good. So at least me and the coaches know that it's not the cardio that's beating us as a team. It's the knowledge and us listening to them. So we should start doing that, and we'll be okay.
Spoken like a great leader. Let's talk about the match today. In the semifinals, you seemed like it went in the second period. God gave you a challenge. What did you have to do to change that to go your way once you got them down? Because once you get the guys down, usually the match over within 5 seconds.
Yeah. First period, he was usually first period I get to grab them and see how they are, how their strength is, and how their stance is. And he had a good stance. His strength was really good. So I was thinking if I could try to get him on balance, or at least get him to, gas out the first period. Then second period I could do work. And I scored on him the last 3 seconds of the first period. And then second period I got out, moved him around, and he was still not gassed. So I just, took some fake shots and snapped him around. And then third period I just knew I had to take him down. So I just lifted him up, and right when he went to his stomach, I grabbed the wrist and rolled him over.
Well, in the championship round, I believe it didn't go over no more than a minute and 20 seconds. Talk to me. Once you get the guys down, what goes through your mind? Like you said, what goes through your mind?
So usually when I take guys down, I look at my coaches and they either tell me to let them up so I can score on them a couple more times, or I just try to do my job and get their arm behind their back and roll them. And when I took them down, I looked at them, they just told me to do it. So no doubt in my mind when I got the leg and I drove on them, I just held on to them, got the arm, got the head, and just held on and pinned them. So
that's great. Your overall high school career record, what is it?
We're still finding that out, but my coaches think it's over 100 right now. We haven't really added all of them up yet. But
Trevor, great wrestling tournament today, and we look forward to you when y'all got a next opponent coming up soon, Oscar Smith. Oscar Smith is a rival?
Yes, they always have been. They're so close to us, and they have a great coach, and they have good athletes there that are always ready to scrap and wrestle, and they just always give us a hard time. So, yeah, it's going to be a good match. it's going really good.
Trevor, thank you for joining us.